Hi everybody, good evening. As you can see, it's evening out my window here. I wanted to pop over to you tonight and just share something with you that I've been looking through blogs and Facebook posts. I belong to a couple children's ministry worker sites and things like that. And a common thread throughout all these things that I'm seeing is, why don't my kids make God a priority? How come they don't want to go to church? How come they are not interested in youth group? How come I never find them reading the Bible? All they want to do is play on the PlayStation and be with their friends and go to sports, and that's taken control of their lives. And I sit there reading through these posts, and it was one negative comment after another in regards to that. There were children's ministry workers saying, yes, we fight with this all the time in our churches, that they're gone because they have basketball or baseball, or we have this or that going on. And while I think all those things are great, my son does baseball in the spring, and so once in a while we've missed a church because of like baseball finals, but that's it. We've even so far as gone to tell them that he will not be at Wednesday night baseball practice because we have church. And so they have allowed us to go to baseball practice with a different set of boys on a different night just to help so he could still get practice with coaches, but it didn't interfere with our church life. And through the course of the years of watching him through baseball, watching him interact, I've realized something very important through my work as a ministry worker, as a parent, and just as someone just advocating in this world. It's not so much that kids don't want to go to church. That may be part of it. The bigger problem is we don't make God a priority. We as parents, even Bible-believing Christian parents, don't make God the focus of our house. You know, if we can find time to watch Netflix, to do a puzzle, to read, to play the PlayStation or Xbox, to do you fill in the blank, but we don't make time for God, we don't give our children a reason to give time for God either. They will mimic what they see. So if your kids see you as just doing the everyday and the mundane thing and not giving God a second thought, why should they give God a second thought? If your children never see you reading the Bible, why should they read the Bible? It is a well-known fact that kids are like a sponge, okay? They soak up everything. I can tell you there are things I've said under my breath, and my kids remembered it a week later, and it's like I don't even remember saying it. The sponge that those kids are, they're soaking in all the good, the bad, the indifferent. As Christian moms and dads, as Christian grandparents, those that surround them, as even those in the church, we are to come alongside these kids and show them why, not just why they need God, which they do, but show them why we love God. Every day, you have an opportunity to show somebody Christ through your marriage, your work, your life, your parenting, your friendships. You every day have an opportunity to show people Christ. But too often we leave that at a church pew. We leave that with our friends. We forget that when we are in the home, that we're still being watched. Somehow in our minds, a light goes off, and that since we're not in the public eye, since we're not in church, or for whatever the reason may be, somehow the blinders come off and we just relax and we forget about all that stuff. But the truth is, God is everywhere, my friends. God never leaves us, okay? He knows it all. He sees everything that you're doing. And for us to forget that is just, for one, kind of sad. But also, sorry, my screen went off there. But the other thing is that if we don't make God the priority, our kids are not going to make them a priority. I want to encourage you, whether your kid is 2 or 20, open the Bible with your kids. Pray with your kids and for your kids. Let them see you living the gospel. We are literally Jesus' hands and feet. But if they don't see it, they have no reason to follow in that path. I can't think of anything more disheartening than my son growing up and him following another path and leaving Jesus behind, and me realizing that I have failed in my mission as his mom. I don't want that. I want to teach them all the great things in life, how to hit a ball, how to bounce a checkbook, how to be a good godly man. And part of that is me teaching them how to follow God himself and teaching them why I follow God. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to live it. Being a Christian is not about sitting in a pew on Sunday morning. It's not about who you're with and who you surround with. It's not about your parents' belief. It's about you and Jesus. And every day, you need to live it so that everybody can see it, your kids and spouse included. Hope that was encouragement to you all. Guys, have a blessed night. I'll see you next time.